Their bodies are covered with thousands of spines.
This morning it's time for Zoo Day, and we are learning more about a hedgehog. And not just any hedgehog. We have an albino hedgehog here. So how about that? Tell us about it.
This is Kiza.
Kiza.
His name means hiss in Swahili because that is what he likes to do for us. That's his morning greeting to us.
Is that good or bad?
It's kind of him saying, "Don't wake me up."
Oh,
they are nocturnal, so he doesn't like us coming in the morning. But so these guys are from South Africa, and they are natives there. They are actually considered to be not pests. He just wants to keep coming up. He likes the green shirt.
There you go.
So these guys are actually considered to be great to have around the garden. The natives there think that they are wonderful animals because they'll eat all the pests in the garden for them.
There you go. Such as?
We have crickets, and we have a few mealworms here, and a little bit of cat kibble.
Yummy.
Yum.
They enjoy a wide variety of foods.
Now let's talk about, they typically sleep in a ball position, correct? And they will stay that way the entire time.
Yes, they will. So they do that as a protective basically it's to protect themselves when they sleep. So they roll up in that ball, and if something comes around, they'll flex the muscles, which will flex out those quills that they have, and it will protect them. They can actually also use their feet to kick, and they'll push those spines. I know.
This one just wants you.
He just really wants
I want to touch. I know you asked us not to.
We're not.
I know, not allowed. Every time.
He's one of our newer ambassadors, so he's still working through being held. He's used to me, and so we just don't want him to flex those spines and get you guys.
We don't need to feel the working end of that. No, I get you.
I understand foxes, though. We were talking about that ball-like position. Foxes can actually break that position and get to them?
Yep, there's a few animals that can do that. They've worked out a strategy and learned how to get to their nice soft underbelly so that they can eat these guys.
Wow. So it's one of their biggest predators. Are there any other animals?
Definitely. Birds of prey, definitely. And some other smaller carnivores. I know he just needs to keep running over here.
There you go.
He doesn't want to snack today.
Well, I think people, maybe you could just hold for the camera. I don't know. Just to get one good look, right to your right, just to get a look at the eyes, because the albino there, it's so unique. Okay, now.
Have you guys ever had one of them before like this?
We haven't had an albino, at least not recently. We've always had them. They're usually a dark blackish gray color, and they have what's called counter shading, so that goes dark to light, and that's so that they can camouflage into their habitat. So with being albino, it just means that they have a lack of pigment, and so they don't have any coloration in those eyes or in those quills.
How about that? Yeah. So what else is going on at the zoo? Is it nighttime still?
It is. It is still nighttime zoo. So we are open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. until September 7th. And right now we have a lot of bands going on, lots of good music, lots of shows. It's kind of like a giant party at night. So
if you haven't had a chance to get out there, now I guess this would be the perfect weekend for that.
Right, and a lot of people have gone back to school, so it's not as busy as it has been through the majority of summer. So I highly recommend coming down and seeing everybody and seeing all the animals at nighttime, which you don't usually get to see.
That's right. This little one loves you. Okay, one other thing people don't know about the hedgehog, or a common myth or misconception, something what? Give us a nugget.
They can actually float fairly well. So their quills are hollow, so if they were to fall in water, they would be able to float and stay.
Okay. Swimmer too, huh?
Yep.
All right.
All around it.
Okay, well this little guy has obviously had it with